Alright, this is the best y'all are gonna get. Oh my gosh. Alright, no way. Super Mario Galaxy movie. I just watched it tonight. It was a little bit ago, but I thought I would give my review like I did last year. Yay! I'll give the spoiler-free review right now, and then I'll go into spoilers afterward. Yippee! Okay, so spoiler for free right now. I would have to say it was a very fun movie. Um, it had a lot of fun scenes. I enjoyed a lot of the references that they made. The fan service, so to speak, was pretty fun to see on the big screen. The movie wasn't the some of the spoilers were interesting and entertaining. Um, like the use of power ups. Uh, Bowser Jr. was a fun antagonist. Um, and also this wouldn't count as spoilers, but uh, I felt like the pacing was really bad again, like even worse than the last movie. And maybe that's just because I'm picking up on it a lot easier, but the pacing is terrible in this movie. It feels like you're constantly moving to something else, and also it feels like there's just too much going on in the movie. Absolutely too much. There's they're trying to fit in 50 things into a movie that can only realistically fit like 20. Obviously metaphor there, but you get the picture. It was just not well spaced. They wanted to make so many references, and um it just cluttered the movie up so much that I really didn't enjoy the ending because it felt really rushed. The latter half of the movie felt really rushed. And I think that's about all spoiler free I can give right now. Would I recommend the movie to those who are uh wanting to check it out? If you're a Mario fan, or if you uh just want a solid good time of I don't want to say brainless enjoyment, but if you just want a solid good time of a nothing movie of that's kind of like candy, like air candy. Oh no, that's just vaping. Heck no. What? No, if it, like cotton candy, where you have it for where it is, and then you eat it, and then nom nom nom, and then once it's gone, and you forget about it. I think I'm gonna forget about the Mario Galaxy movie because it's just there's not much there. I would give it a 4 out of 10. It was a really fun movie, but it was lacking a lot in a lot of departments that I feel like it could have delivered on. There was too much in the movie, and it suffered a lot from having that much in the movie. And yeah, that's what I got. Okay, now into spoilers. We gotta get serious for this. And also, I don't want to be. What the heck? Okay, so spoilers now. Um, yeah. Let's go just through the movie, I guess. Rosalina was really fun. Um, a couple of the times when it had the Rosalina's lullaby, I think that's what it's called. Whenever they had that motif play, oh my gosh, I was trying to hold back tears. I will admit that I am not the biggest Mario Galaxy fan because I admittedly never played all of Super Mario Galaxy, let alone even touched Super Mario Galaxy 2 because we don't have it. So a lot of references in this movie might have flown over my head. But that being said, I think a lot of people are right in how they're saying that it felt less like a Super Mario Galaxy movie and more like a Super Mario movie 2, where it has two times the stuff and also too many things and references that they wanted to put in. Ooh, got him. But yeah. Rosalina was cool. Um the writing was okay. I don't know. What do you expect from like Illumination and like kids movies, right? I mean, I know that's unfair because like we shouldn't be just compromising on okay, well it's a kids movie, so I guess it's okay if it's bad. It should be good. I mean, we have good kids movies, but like Bowser Jr. introducing himself is like so heavy-handed. Like I get it. You want to tie yourself to Bowser, but like you can do that in other ways that isn't just telling, not showing. I don't know. I'm getting way too nitpicky. Rosalina was fine. I thought she seemed really interesting and really fun as a character, especially with all of her powers. She went crazy in the opening sequence, and then she lost to Bowser Jr.'s mech, which I guess understandable. But later on in the movie, like Mario of all people, solos Dry Bowser and like Fury Bowser Jr. So like what's the difference there? I mean, is the mech really that powerful? You know? I know you caught Rosalina off guard with all of her children, like all the Luma babies or whatever. But like I'm pretty sure Rosalina is supposed to be like really, really powerful, especially with like the power thing that she has with Peach. So like, yeah, and also, very unfortunately, Rosalina got the Luigi treatment of this movie, where she has some cool moments at the beginning, and then she gets stuck in a cage for all of the movie and does absolutely nothing. Like you get to see her backstory in flashback cutscenes with Peach and all of that. And I really like the way that they handled all of that, but like other than that, like way missed potential. I'm honestly kind of glad that they didn't try to fit her in because that would have just made it even more of a cluttered mess than it already was, but still disappointing either way. Bowser Jr. I thought that his mechanics and powers were really fun. Like, again, admittedly, I've never played Super Mario Sunshine, but I really like the mechanics that he had with his paintbrush, where he could just create enemies out of paint. And also, like, he can use his paintbrush to shift it into different weapons and different things like that on the fly. And he obviously has all of this power from the paintbrush. So I thought that was a fun idea. It was executed quite well. There was the Super Mario Bros. Wonder design of Bowser Jr., and that was a really cool highlight. Speaking of Mario Wonder, for some reason there was I caught up on two Mario Wonder references. There was probably more, but um, there was Junior's. The obvious ones that I picked up were Junior's Wonder design, and then Mario using the spin drill power up at the very end, which like is from Mario Wonder as a power up, and like that's interesting. We might just ping pong from here on out. The power ups. There were a lot of power up references, from the fire flowers at the beginning to uh, the frog suit, as you can see there, penguin suit. There was there were a lot of power ups at the end. The cloud power up, the red star power up. Um, they got turned into babies. I don't think that would count as a power up, but like I thought the power ups were cool little, point at the screen and be like, oh my gosh, I get that reference. This is so cool. But other than that, it wasn't very. I don't think they were executed well. Then again, I don't know how they were executed in the first movie, but like the fact that every single character just puts on. Oh, they also had the ice flower. That was cool. But the fact that every character that put on a power up it instantly knew how to use said power up is a bit. It's suspending my suspension of disbelief a little bit much. I don't know if I just said that right. I'm so tired right now. Um, but like, it's. I don't know if I can buy that. I mean, I can look past it probably, but just like, there's so many random power ups used, and they instantly know how to use them. Like, I can understand if maybe Toad, I could give Toad a pass, and then maybe Peach, but like, Mario and Luigi, have they just been using the frog suit and the cloud power up and the dark star power up or the red star? I don't know what it's called. But like, you see what I mean? It just seems out of place. Yeah. Um Next up, let's start with Yoshi, I guess. Well, we could just go through all of the characters. Mario is decent. I liked his little romance subplot, kind of, if you can call it that, with Peach. But at the same time, I feel like it really doesn't go anywhere. The furthest development I feel like it has is when he's pretending he's acting like he's not frustrated alongside Peach at the I think that was at the dinosaur world. Um so and then at the end of the movie, right before the very end, Peach like gives Mario a little kiss on the cheek, I guess. But like that's not that's not what I was looking for. I was looking for something like maybe like a conversation or like anything, but no. Yeah. Oh, okay. Luigi, he got more screen time. That was pretty cool. I honestly still don't remember like anything of what Luigi did. He freaked out on a Buzzy Beetle at the beginning with in Tostarena. Um, Other than that, I really don't remember him. I guess he wasn't sidelined, but like, oh, he had a funny dynamic with Bowser. He was the middleman between Bowser and him. So that was funny. I did enjoy that. Speaking of characters pushed to the side, Toad barely had any screen time. I liked uh his jealousy of Yoshi. That was good, but other than that, not much from Toad. Yoshi was cool. He kind of just did stuff. He was also like Spider-Man at some point with the way he was using his tongue. It was insane. But yeah, Yoshi's cool. I feel like it he was basically just like a plot device that helped them get out of sticky situations. But other than that, he wasn't even like very close to the main party. So like, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Speaking of main party, Donkey Kong was like seen once and that was through a montage in the movie. So Donkey Kong just they didn't want to get Seth Rogen, is it? They didn't want to get Seth Rogen on as Donkey Kong, I guess, or they just didn't want to focus on him. I don't know honestly, but I just thought it was odd, and I don't know. I thought I'd mention it. Um, Peach had a lot of fun moments in this one. Like she single-handedly takes down all of like the Super Mario Bros. 2. I guess not single-handedly. She had some help from Toad, but like she basically soloed everybody. And like she had a lot of cool moments. I really liked how Peach was portrayed, especially at the beginning. Like, oh, I don't like birthdays, blah blah blah. Calling back to just reminding the audiences of what uh happened in the last movie. I thought it was pretty decent. Pretty decent like re-exposition. Yeah. Um Bowser Jr. was really fun. I thought he that's another part. Bowser, probably best character again, except only at the beginning half. Like, I feel like Jack Black actually started to play Bowser instead of Jack Black in this one, which I was happy with because, like, yeah, I mean, at least this movie's version of Bowser, and I really liked the arc, at least seemingly the arc that he was going to have, where where he was like, "Oh no, I'm trying to be better now." And like I was always kind of waiting for the turning point where he's like, "Aha, you fools, I was just trying to butter you up this whole time so then I could leave without a trace and you wouldn't suspect me." Like, especially the whole entire Honey Queen thing where Bowser's like, "No, I will help them in their place. No, you send them to the galaxy point. I don't remember what it's called. Okay, it's I don't remember a lot of the movie. I'm sorry, but he had a lot of. It was a lot of fun. I thought that I was pretty disappointed with how Bowser was. He lost his arc near the end of the movie. He was like blinded by rage, I guess, and he just completely lost all of the development. At least it seemed that way, with him turning like nice towards like Mario and Luigi and everybody. Like his son's like, "No, you have to remember who you are, Dad." "Okay, son. I'm evil again." Like that just seemed anticlimactic. Not I I don't know. It was just disappointing to me. Also, at some point, Bowser literally says, like, "Now you're gonna feel my fury." Like, is that a Bowser's Fury reference? The dialogue in this was very interesting. Um, I really thought they had killed off Bowser, but then he came off. But then he came back, of course, with the dry Bowser design, which was pretty sick. I'll admit it was pretty sick. I don't really understand why Bowser Jr. got like a Bowser's Fury design, but okay, I guess that's pretty neat. Um, I guess we could just get to references now because I don't really have much else to say about the plot because there's not much interesting other than the fact that like I really don't know how to feel about Peach and like Rosalina having like this celestial like connection with each other. Like if that's true, then why doesn't Peach have powers but like Rosalina has super crazy cosmic powers of destruction and Peach is just like Peach? I don't get it. Maybe she needs to harness her power. I don't know. Um References. I thought Mario Odyssey references were very interesting. Um First one at Toasterina, that was a cute little reference. I thought it worked well. Um the dinosaur reference, I thought the entire dinosaur segment was just a big old waste of time. Like there was nothing of any worth doing all of that other than like supposedly strengthening the bond between Yoshi and Toad. but I didn't see that happen. So like it was just fluff. And like, oh my gosh, it's the big dinosaur from Mario Odyssey. What? Yeah, I cool. I don't really feel much from this. I mean, you get hit with so many references that like you start to see crazy references and it's like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." I'm also pretty sure we knew that the dinosaur was going to come up at some point, so just made sense. And then in the final fight, like Bowser Jr. conjures up with his paintbrush the big dragon from like the Dark Kingdom section, which I call it a section, but it's like a tiny uh map on Mario Odyssey where like I don't know when it happens exactly in the story, but it's like they get inconvenienced and now they have to stop at this new place and fight this huge dragon that's like really realistic and it's kind of funny, but they just like use it. It eats Bowser Jr. and then it's defeated in like 30 seconds or less by Mario. I just don't know why. Like that's I feel like that's a lot of how this movie was. It's just they do a lot of things and for some of them I just have to accept that they just did it for the sake of the reference, I guess. Because like I don't know. I really don't know. Mario 2 references. We got some Shy Guys. I don't remember if there were Shy Guys in the first one. Either way, we also have, as you can see in the poster, King Wart, the one rat guy, and Birdo. I thought the whole entire gambling casino section with all of the Mario 2 characters was really fun. Showed off Peach's ability to just absolutely just go crazy on enemies. Like Peach is no damsel in distress, okay? She and her parasol can kick some ninja butt, okay? So, yeah. Also, there were a good amount of references to Super Smash Bros in this movie. Like to address the elephant in the room 22 minutes in, Fox McCloud was in the movie, which I just thought was super random, but like, I guess I kind of get it. It didn't really go anywhere though, because he was kind of just there to be cool. I did appreciate that because at the beginning when Fox and Mario first meet, I'm like, oh, they're gonna do the jealous person who has a crush on somebody, find somebody who he thinks is cooler than himself, so he becomes angry at the other person for being cooler than him trope. If you get what that means, and if you don't, I don't care. It doesn't really matter. But I'm glad that they didn't do the rivals trope of like trying to be cooler than the other so then Mario could impress Peach with Fox and Mario, and instead they were just chill with each other. Toad said do a barrel roll. That was funny. Um, one of the Lumas said, "I'm hooked on the brothers." That was funny. I feel like I'm reading off a shopping list. Oh my gosh, is that a left right game reference? Oh my. There's Daisy. Daisy was definitely there. The Pikmin mentioned. Yup. I could have sworn that I saw somebody having like a silhouette of Ness floating around, but like must have been fake news or I was just misinterpreting it. But yeah, Planet Bowser. I thought the one flashback scene of Bowser and Bowser Jr. was cute. Yeah, if you haven't noticed by now, I'm kind of having a tough time talking about this movie because it just feels like a bunch of references strewn together, like in a trench coat, acting like it's a movie. It it's not really a story. The biggest story is like, oh no, guys, Bowser Jr. captured Rosalina, and we have to go save her. Oh no, let's go save Rosalina and save the universe. And then they go and get in a bunch of wacky hijinks to go save Rosalina. And like, even if there is a story, it's drowned out by constant either attempts at comedy or just references. Oh my gosh. Oh, how did I forget? My boy Game and Watch was referenced in Luigi using the paintbrush, and he just straight up used Super Smash Bros. Moves. That was awesome. So did Peach, I believe. Smash movie is real, guys. Trust me. Um. I don't even know what I was saying. The movie's fine. Like I said, I had a lot of fun watching it. I would at least give it a watch. But like when you come away from it, it's not I don't I didn't particularly feel fulfilled in any way. Oh yes. Mario Maker references like three separate times. I like the montage of Mario and Luigi actually like doing levels and stuff. That was fun. Um then they rebuilt the castle. I think there was a reference to like the fire bars of heck thing from Mario Maker, and just yeah. What confused me was that they used two different like art styles, like pixel art styles representing the the game versions of everybody. Like they used the original art style for Bowser Jr.'s like monitor for how they're doing, or like control panel, and then during the montage when they're building at the end, they use the Super Mario World one. So yeah. Um Gosh, now I gotta think. Yeah, that's about it actually. I mean, we could go over music real quick. It was fun seeing all of these themes on the big screen, you know. At the same time, a lot of the Mario Galaxy music is orchestral. Like, so hearing it as played by an orchestra or like it was, it's just like no way, that's so cool. Anyways, and also I don't know if I picked up on this as much in the first Mario movie, but a lot of the references to the music just seem like that references. It seemed like they were referencing it like with maybe one or two bars of like of measures, and then it would basically just be like a 2 second little reference to a piece and then go back. So yeah, I thought it was cool that they brought back the original Mario movie theme. Da 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 da. Something like that. I don't know. I think they had a theme for this one too. I don't know. Listen, I'm tired. This movie was fine. I don't want to make it sound like a bad movie, but it really was a 4 out of 10. It was so fast paced. There was so much being thrown at you at all times. Reference after reference after reference. Things that seemingly didn't make sense, and just it was too much. It needed at least another hour if it wanted to use all of the things that it was doing and make it effective. And, you know, yeah, that's just how it is sometimes. Um, yeah, other than that, I don't really have much to say. I don't want to make this seem really pessimistic. It was a fun movie. I enjoyed watching, as I said. It just it was lacking in a lot of departments, and I just can't I can't justify it as I did maybe last year. I thought it was fun, but like the novelty of the Super Mario on the big screen has already been used up on the first movie. So all of this again is like, whoa, that's pretty cool, but at the same time, it's just like, where's the story at? I'm not going to be able to, I'm not going to remember this after I'm done making this review. Unlike Inception or Interstellar, or possibly even Project Hail Mary, I haven't seen that one yet. I'm probably not going to be thinking about it that much after this movie, that much after all is said and done with it. Like, it's really just a nothing movie with full of candy. You eat it, you have fun, you have that little dopamine high, and then once you're done, you just move on with your life. There's nothing special about it, really nothing to last. Heck, they didn't even have a cool post-credit teaser like, oh my gosh, no way, guys. It's Daisy. I wonder if we're going to introduce Daisy and Waluigi and Wario in the next movie. That'd be pretty crazy. What would they even adapt next? I guess maybe Sunshine, since they had a bunch of the Pintas. I don't remember what they're called. In the Galaxy Gateway or whatever. Anyways, I gotta stop rambling before I just talk myself into an inescapable I've already talked about everything corner. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. This music that I've been playing is this one. I'm not gonna put it in the description because I don't want to. Yup. Thanks for watching. A good night. Yup. Good night.